Meanwhile, tensions rose again in Milwaukee with one person shot in the neighborhood where the fatal shooting of a suspect by a police officer touched off rioting and arson the previous night. Take a look. Now, shots were fired during the protest in Milwaukee on Sunday night. Tensions are still high in the area as demonstrations against the fatal shooting of a suspect by a police officer entered a second night. One person was rushed to hospital. It's not known whether they were a protester, officer, or bystander. As riot police stand alert in the area, fire crews put out a flaming vehicle. Violent protests erupted on Saturday after a 23-year-old Sylville K. Smith was shot dead while trying to flee an officer who had stopped his car. Police violence against African Americans in the U.S. has set off intermittent and sometimes violent protests over the past 2 years.
The National Guard will be activated, but it will not be deployed unless Chief Flynn decides to deploy it. 125 members of the National Guard are on their way to Milwaukee as we speak. Last night was unlike anything I have seen in my adult life in this city. I hope I never see it again. For every member of this police department, it was unlike anything that they had seen in their career. For every member of the fire department, it was unlike anything they had seen in their entire career. And I'm very proud of the way our police officers and firefighters responded under tremendous pressure. What you saw last night was tremendous restraint by our police officers. Not a single shot was fired. Not a single shot was fired by the police.